Hey guys, this is Mom10 on YouTube here today, and what we are looking at is the review of the env3. As you can see, it's a pretty slim device. It's got about a 3.0 megapixel camera in the back, shoots pretty well footage and pretty well video. So you can see it's got a little more style and a little more additions that have been added onto it. So you can see on the inside, we got more detailed keys. We have a bigger screen, and we also have, well, the usual stuff on every pretty much on every phone. Now, as we can see, we have a bigger screen. And we have these buttons on the side, and we also have this little jack for headphones, this little headphone jack. And, well, overall, it's a good phone. But let's go now into a more in-depth review. We'll start out on the front, then we'll move on to the back, then we'll go to the inside. As we can see here, this is a just slim. It's a small phone for a phone that can open up and text. It's really stylish. You got the numbers are now in this silk, and also you have a bigger screen, and instead of just up and down keys, you have side to side keys so that you can switch through your stuff, and also, when you're doing messaging, it's a lot easier instead of just pressing up. Something though that do get on my nerves is the lock. Of course, the lock is something that after a certain point in time, except for lock times, it says this is locked, so you have to press OK. Then OK again every time you want to do something, so I took that off. As you can see, it's a little more, we got glossier, and it has chrome. As we all know, that's a fingerprint magnet. You can see my flip right in there, and that's how clear it is, right in there. And well, let's go to the back. We have these designs. We have this back part for the, of course, battery, which is where all the designs are. We have this 3.0 megapixel camera. It shoots, like I was saying, really good video. Almost as well as this camcorder. Not HD functionality. Don't have an HDMI port, of course, because it's not a camcorder. On the side, we see these two buttons for volume control, where you can control the amount of volume you want. You also have this camera button, which you have to hold down, and you have this perfect camera stuff. And this is coming from the back of the camcorder. So if I just hold that there, it will take a picture of the camcorder, and in this case now it is recording. So you can play this stuff back, do what you want, but you have to open it and close it twice. I will just lay this up. And now, as we can see, now let's move to the inside. As you can clearly see on the inside, it has a little more bendability, so you can bend it back. Unlike the past envs, this has easier controls. It also has a send clear right here. It has a dial-up. It has a pad, unlike the back flip, where what people thought was a really good device, you'd actually have the back had that there, and you'd have to control, except it would have touch technology, which is really cool. You have the clear buttons there, and you have the volume button there. You also have a direct messaging button, which some people don't notice. You have a direct messaging, contacts, a shift, and symbol button. I'm just going to show you some text real quick. What you would do is you put message, or you click new message, text message. Or you could do the easier way, which would just be to hit the message icon, and there you go, new text message. Let's say I want to go to my friend, and you come up, and you write, like, I am doing well, or something like that. And you press send, and you shut it, it would say sending messages. This phone is really great for especially people who don't like to text this way. Text this way, or do any of that, or flip it up, and like to text easier, text on the inside, and for a constant texter. I've heard some problems with people who've had iPhones and stuff like that, where, it was really hard to text because you press one button, and like, let's say you press, they would press on there, they press D, and instead F would come up. So it's kind of weird, but overall, slim device, great. It doesn't though if you have big fingers. Let me just point this out. As you can see, the keys are really small, and I sometimes click K instead of L, like go like that. But great device overall. I recommend it to someone who loves to text. This phone I actually use the menu button right there. Comes up with all these new things. It pops up. And this
VV Navigator, a powerful and easy-to-use navigation tool that uses...
Yeah, no one cares. So overall, I'm going to give it about, out of 10 stars, I'm going to give it about 9.5, especially for this color. This is the blue. This is the blue, the light blue, I think it is, and then you have the maroon. The only reason we got the light blue is because they didn't have the maroon anywhere in our Verizon store in Batavia, New York. And so this is a great phone. Recommend it. Once I said 9.5 stars for this color. The maroon, because of its color, I'll give it 7.5, but 8 actually. The color only takes half away. But it's from Verizon. Pick it up at your Verizon store. This was taken by the Flip Video camera.